of our zeitgeist. Our victories were written in bright lights. I'm moving like a hitman. Cause I go in and get the job done. You see me moving like a hitman. Yeah, I go in and get the job done. You don't want none. I'm moving like a hitman.
We've got high hopes for this contest with these two fighters. Should be a really good matchup. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
Time for our tale of the tape.
The Magic Man, Antonio Tarver. He is a southpaw, stands at 6'2" tall, and he's got a reach of 75 inches.
And the man he'll be facing, it's the incomparable Roy Jones Jr., 78.9 kilos, 180 centimeters tall, with a reach of 188.
This is it. This is that fight. This is that argument. I don't know what to expect.
Antonio Tarver, you're looking at the Magic Man, one of the best to ever do it, a multi-time light heavyweight world champion.
Roy Jones Jr. He won world titles at 4 different weight classes, including the heavyweight championship of the world.
Look at this. These fights are so up for it. Look at...
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, hailing from Florida, here is the 3-time world champion, the Magic Man, Antonio Tarver. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Pensacola, Florida, here is a middleweight, a super middleweight, a light heavyweight, and a heavyweight champion of the world, Roy Jones Jr.
These two have certainly talked the talk. Now they've got to walk the walk.
Todd, it's one of my favorite venues.
All right.
You can't get a better place to fight.
Under the bright lights here for this one. Really good matchup, and we're hoping for a really good fight. Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. You don't want to trade shots. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. He misses with that straight left. He just missed with that left jab. Perfect counter lands. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this, our main event.
You can walk into an arena and be the hero. The pressure, the expectation, the desire from the fans. You can't get away from it. Ignore them. Lock it up. I know it's hard. I can hardly hear you, Todd. You've got to ignore them. Get on with your job.
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
This fight has a real good flow to it. Good counter punching. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. A perfect counter shot.
Tarver in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to...
There's the bell for round two. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Straight right just misses. Punch, counter punch. And he scores with the counter. Nice counter shot. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
Counterpuncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
That counterpunch caught him clean. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. They exchange punches. And that left hook doesn't find its target. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. You'd like to see more jabs. Beautiful counter shot. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Tarver in that last round. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
Every second, every...
There's the bell to start round three. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Done with that counter shot. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. A straight right just misses. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
And that hook misses. Drop their guard, they get caught. That big hook doesn't land. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Tarver in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
You're much better than that. Okay, I'm happy. I like that round. Good. You're thinking...
And there's the bell to start round four. After that last round, something has got to change.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Catch and shoot. two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. The stamina is off the charts. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Those counter punches have to hurt. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
That counter shot lands. Oh, and now they're just rubbing it in. Oh, a little rope-a-dope here. A straight right. Did you see that? Tarver in some serious trouble. Talk about Tarver in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just...
There's the bell to start round 5. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
There's a counter shot. He threw a punch and just got countered. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
That hook was off target. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. How about that time counter shot? This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations, and they throw them non-stop.
So you're getting in there with somebody that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get in close.
Nice counter. Good counter punch. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Tarver in that last round. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this tempo.
This is the beginning of round 6. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
No rest for the weary. Beautiful counter punch. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. What do
do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
Nice counter punch. Swing and a miss with that hook. Just misses with that jab. That counter punch caught him clean. He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. That counter shot lands. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Tarver in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
You're switching off, and you're starting to make mistakes.
And there's the bell to start round 7. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. How about that time counter shot? They stop the hook there. Beautiful counter punch. It's all offense all the time. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Tarver in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout. And we enter the 8th round. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure.
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. Wow, what a shot. And it's over. A home run swing. And that will do it here. And that body shot folded him like an old T-shirt.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
So time to go. And here we are at Cambrian Hall as the giant chandelier provides light for what should be a fantastic showdown. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
About time.
Tyson Fury, this multi-time heavyweight champion of the world, fighting out of Manchester, England. He'll beat you down. The Galveston giant himself, Jack Johnson, one of the most important athletes in the history of sports. Has there ever been a more influential character in all of the sweet science?
You can hardly hear yourself speak. The fans are going mad for this.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Manchester, England, and standing at 6 feet 9 inches, here is a sensational heavyweight champion of the world,
So they stare into each other's eyes one final time, touch gloves, and get prepared for battle.
Thank you, Todd. You know what? Outside it's hot. Inside it's roasting.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be 2 that we're talking about. We're expecting an all-out offensive display. It's all offense all the time. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Missing with the hook. Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter because the expectation from the thousands of people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything can break a man or make a man.
Pretty close fight here in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Counter punches have to hurt. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. That was... There's the bell for round 2. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And he scores with the counter. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
These two fighters are made for one another. Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
Good defense there to stop that hook. Both men step back for just a moment. Tyson Fury just got rocked. Do you believe this? Down goes Fury. As you can see, it was a hit to the head that did it. Let's watch it again.
Even I've got to see that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can we continue?
Let's talk about Fury in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial. There's the bell to start round 3. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. When someone punches that hard, you don't want to trade shots. The straight right just misses. That counter shot lands. Perfect counter shot. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. Nice counter. Good counter punching. That left hook missed. Time they throw a shot, they get countered. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. So much for boxing. This is a fight. How about that time counter shot? You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
Dominance, without a doubt.
And there's the bell for round 4. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Perfect counter lands. Nice counter shot. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. The straight right just misses. Done with that counter shot. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? They exchange punches. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. Punch and just got countered. One punch could change everything in this battle. Punch, counter punch. Catch and shoot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Fury in that last round.
Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they...
There's the bell to start round 5. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show him your boxing skills. Step out of the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use brain over brawn.
Nice exchange here from both men. Nope, that jab not going to score. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
That punch has been his best weapon all fight long. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about fury in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last. This is the beginning of round 6. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Well, I guess he's decided he's going to taunt his opponent now. I guess showboating is part of their plan. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Lucky that hook didn't score. When are we going to see a jab from these two? It's all offense all the time. You'd like to see more jabs. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about fury in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here. There's the bell to start round 7. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
There's a counter shot. The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got,
timing beats speed.
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Incredible work rate. They threw the hook. It didn't land. Beautiful counter punch. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it?
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through.
It looked great live. How will it look again on slow motion replay?
That's lights out right there.
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
Gotta look at his corner, look at the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of...
It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. Let's talk about fury in that last round. Is there any way back in... Round 8, and we're off again. Let's see if they can shake off the cobwebs after a disastrous last round.
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not out twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Counter punch. Holding nothing back here in the round. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
What you've got to do, Tony, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in the guess.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
They're so close, so close.
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. The Galveston Giant in real trouble now. Just one punch away from getting the momentum back. Defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting. Oh my word! Jack Johnson on the defense. What's he gonna do to get out of this trouble? Jack Johnson, the Galveston Giant, is down. And as we watch it again, that punch took the wind out of him and the will to continue.
I need to see... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are you okay?
And that's it, a unanimous decision win.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. A unanimous decision. What a way, what tactics, what a game plan. What a result.